It says you are host now. Uh-huh. Got it.
Olivia's okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Where'd we go?
Your microphone.
Oh, I'm no, Olivia's muted. Can you hear me? Okay. Wow. Oh, there we are. Okay. All right. Let me. Dun, dun, dun. Look who's with me.
Hey,
It's Courtney. So, I just want to show you the background here, not to make you sad or jealous, but to motivate you to get to Puerto Vallarta. Granted, this is Cabo, but it's similar. It's in Mexico and it's beautiful, and there'll be pools and palm trees and all that fun stuff. So,
I could help you put your phone up.
Oh, we're trying to make a we're winging it, guys. Hi. Can you get in there? Okay. Oh. Okay, there she is. Okay, so I wanted Courtney to be on here tonight. So we're going to go over like regular power planning stuff. But I also wanted her to be on here tonight because this is Courtney's second getaway.
Mm-hmm.
This is Courtney's second getaway. And I'm going to have her talk a little bit about what it means to go on a getaway. So before we get started, we'll start with the regular old power planning stuff. So we're going to start with our rate of run. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your cloud. This will be interesting because normally I follow along on my phone while we do this, but I'm on my phone. So hopefully I can remember how to do this. You're going to go into your cloud. You're going to go into your business dashboard, or maybe it's called business snapshot. All of a sudden I can't remember names of Courtney's logging in. And you're going to look for your total QV, which is the current volume that you and your team are sitting at right now. And we're one solid week into the month. And this is a short month. We only have the 4 weeks to begin with. So yeah, business snapshot, and then under qualifications, current QV, not total. I'm just apparently making up words when I can't tell. So you're going to take that and you're going to divide it by today's date, which is the 7th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to tell you how much you and your team have done on average on a daily basis so far this month. So that new number that you're looking at now, you're going to take that new number and you're going to multiply it by 28. Because there are only 28 days in February. So now the new number that you're looking at is what you are on track for, what you're running for, or your rate of run is projecting you at to end the month of February. So I don't know where your number is, only you do. Is the number where you want it to be? Is it high enough to get you to the rank advance bonus? Is it high enough to get you to your auto bonus that you need for the month? Is it high enough to get you to one of the slots on the trip for Puerto Vallarta? Because February is a qualifying month. The trackers are up. You guys are already running for that next trip. So based on that number, now you know if you're doing okay or if you need to get jiggy, right? Everyone's looking at their number. Okay. All right. So rate of run is where I always like to start. And you guys, seriously, check it every day. Keep an eye on things. It tells you, am I pushing hard enough? Do I need to incentivize my team? Do I need to build my team? Do I need to wake my team up? Oh, there goes our luggage. Our luggage is just now finally getting to the room. So that's exciting. Bye. We were going to try to do our hair and try to look nice for you guys, but we didn't have any way to do that. No. So now that we have our rate of run, and I don't have my calendar in front of me. The guy has my notebook. He just went past us. So I'm trying to think of everything that's coming up this week. So we would have,
auto ship on the 10th.
We have an auto ship on the 10th. Thank you, Courtney. Look at my lovely assistant. We have an auto ship on the 10th, and we'll have Valentine's Day before I see you guys again for this. So now's the time. Incentivize with couples packs, incentivize with free shipping, and you could do like a giveaway where people can draw, you could, I don't know, what could they do? Something with like hearts where they could hang on. Cute little boy having fun walking by. You could do something where I don't know, maybe you could have hearts on Facebook where they could pick a heart with a number, and then the number could be that you could draw their number, and maybe number 2 gets free shipping, number 4 gets a free DFT, something like that. Make it fun, make it something exciting to do with Valentine's Day. Something to do with loving your body. I'm going to try heart health. I don't know, I'm brainstorming here live because I don't have notes. But just something to get people excited about upcoming Valentine's Day, thinking about their health and wellness, thinking about someone that they love, maybe sharing health with someone that they love. all the different things. You can go in a million different directions. That's the beauty of this being your business. You can go any way you want. So think about that, because you have 1 week from today, right? That was next Sunday. So 1 week from today, you have to really incentivize based on a fun upcoming holiday. I love that. It's not like even like a serious religious type thing. It's just fun, like chocolate and hearts and all that stuff. But what we want to do next is look in our customer list, because we have auto ships coming up on the 10th. And honestly, we'll have auto ship coming up on the 15th too, which will be next Monday. So we should go ahead and do both of these groups of names. So you're going to go into your My Team button, and you're going to go under customers. And then there's going to populate it by like their customer number. What you want to do is scroll all the way to the right on the top column where it says customer number, customer name, stuff like that. Look for where it says next auto ship. You're going to click that button twice, and that'll populate it by date. So now you want to look for anybody that has an auto ship coming out on February 10th and February 15th. Those are the names that you need to have right now in front of you, because those are the people that we need to contact. We need to let them know that they have an auto ship coming up. And you guys, the way I always like to do that is today I will start looking at their Facebook. I will start there's probably a lot of people that maybe are at Super Bowl parties, or maybe they posted about the Super Bowl, or I feel like there are a lot of people actually, when I was scrolling through, I feel like there's a lot of people I know that are on vacation right now, lots of different places. So, you're going to start a conversation with them about what's going on in your life. How was your weekend? How was your party? I don't know, maybe that they're like a big fan and maybe their team wins the Super Bowl tonight. You could just get a conversation started with them. And then in a day or two, you can say, oh, hey, by the way, you've popped up on my auto ship list. I see you have capsules, chocolate shake, and a regular DFT coming out. Would you like to I don't know, based on what they told you, maybe they had a great party, but they're like, yeah, this is it. I've got to rein it in. I've got to start eating better again, or whatever they might tell you. It might be a good chance for you to suggest the new product Biotic. It might be a good chance for you to suggest changing out their DFT. I always bare minimum just say, hey, are you so good with chocolate, or do you want to try strawberry this month? Like, I just always throw out something for them. I never throw out the option to cancel, because I obviously don't want them to, but I always like to suggest something that they could add or switch. That way we get the conversation started, and it's about them and what they need or what they want. So you want to make sure that you've got those names written down. I feel like there's a training. It's not this Saturday though, right? It's a couple Saturdays from now. I'm super sorry. I really did have notes for this, but like I said, they just rolled by in our luggage. So anyway,
Super Saturday, February 13th.
So yeah, that's coming up then. Okay, so this coming Saturday, February 13th. Wait, no, what's today?
Yeah, it will be the Saturday. I'm sorry.
Okay. 13th. All right, this Saturday, the 13th, we'll have that Super Saturday training. So you want to make sure you have that on your calendar. Obviously, any other so there's the Lunch and Grows on Mondays and Thursdays that Susan and Natasha are still doing. You want to make sure you have that written down if possible. If you're going to participate or watch them. And you guys, bare minimum, you could always go back and watch the YouTubes. They've been recording those and sharing those. So that's always an option. If you can't catch it like in the moment, don't panic if you have a job and you can't do it. It's not that big of a deal. But I also want to encourage you that if you have time, like if you only have maybe say 20 minutes on Tuesday to dedicate to your business, don't spend 20 minutes on a Zoom. Spend 20 minutes in Messenger talking to people. Spend 20 minutes in Messenger sharing the product or asking them questions. Don't spend time on a Zoom when you could actually be connecting with a human. I will share with you on whatever day, I don't know, I'm all confused. But anyway, there was a leadership meeting in Cabo the other day where Paul and Jason had the 80Ks and the 200Ks in a room. And I cannot tell you how many times within an hour we heard, show the product, show the product, show the product, show the product. And they didn't say show Biotic and show Balance. They said show the product. They meant the 1, 2, 3. How many people in every single day can you share the product with? Because if you think about it, we're all here because why? Because we have someone shared the product with us. Someone shared the 1, 2, 3. If you are constant, I think it's okay to talk about the other products, but if you're talking about too many products too often, it gets confusing, and then people are like, well, I don't know what you sell for sure. What's all this other stuff? So how many people on a daily basis can you share the product with? Make that your goal. They actually shared a story about a guy. If you guys remember Amway from way back when, there was a truck driver who apparently died. I Googled him really quick in the meeting. Like he was worth 12 or 14 million dollars in 1 year, like back in 2010 or something like that. Like that's how much he was making 1 year. And he was fully retired by then, but that was still his business. But what they said was because he was a truck driver and he was constantly talking to new and different people, all he ever did with them was what they called it share the plan, because Amway was very much about a plan, like a buying plan, which thank God we don't have anything like that. But if you were to just constantly think, who can I share the product with? Whether it's in real life, on Facebook, on a story, on a TikTok, on a whatever, how many people can I share the product with today? And then again tomorrow, and then again the next day. You share it with enough people, you're going to build a business because you're going to share enough product to build customers. All of us started as happy customers, right? And then we turned into promoters. And then that's when you can actually start sharing the plan with people. And that's when you end up in places like that, right? So how many people can you share the product with? Make that your goal. Like, let's make that our challenge this week for our calendar. Like, let's put on today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, every day. How many people? So how is this a little bit different than reach outs, right? So reach outs to me are relationship building. Showing the product is anything. Like I may or may not have a relationship with someone, but I'm going to show them the product. So to me, I don't know if it's sneaky, but the best, like to me with that, oops, our table keeps moving. The best thing for the way I can think of that is when I'm doing the relationship building on say Facebook or Instagram, and I'm having the conversations in Messenger with people, I now know that the people I'm talking with are going to see my post. They're going to see my feed, right? So now I know I've had, like, let's say I've had 15 conversations today, and then I share the product. Now I know those 15 people are going to see the product. We've still had other conversations about the Super Bowl or their kids or whatever, but now they're going to see the product and they're going to start thinking about the product. Case in point, not the product, but the business opportunity. I think every single one of us in Cabo got a message from somebody that has either been following us for a long time or used the product and quit, something. Like I literally ran to the room, picked up my phone, and the girl was like, hey, I hesitate to ask you this today because I know you're on this amazing trip, but I really think I want to join the business with you. What? Why? Because she saw pictures of the lifestyle. So that's also how that works with the product though. When somebody sees the product enough times on your feed and they start to associate you're happy, you're healthy, you're vibrant, you're super social, you've connected with them, they trust you, and they keep seeing this product, show the product, show the product, show the product. That's how you connect with people. And then once they're happy thrivers, then we share things like Mexico, and then they join the team. So think about that. To me, when he was saying that, it just made it so basic and so simple that it, like literally anybody can do that. It's when you start to try to have people be like fancy with their Instagram or fancy with product knowledge, just show the product. That's it. Literally boils down to that. And I think to me, it just seemed like we talk about going back to the basics all the time. We've never gone back to that big of a basic. And I was like, well, duh, that's what we need to do. We just need to show people the product. So I do think as salespeople, as humans, you need to have the relationships and the connection, but then you also have got to constantly show the product. If you show the product to 25 people in one day, you might get one person interested, right? So if you show 25 people every day for 7 days, you might get 7 people interested. Out of 7 interested people, you might get a customer. Those are the numbers that you have to kind of work with. But if the only pressure you have is sharing the product, which is, I don't know, a fun TikTok, a Facebook post, however, like a picture of your DFT on your arm, then that's not hard. It's just a matter of the numbers. How many people are you willing to show the product to? So put that in your calendar this week. Like, what is your goal? How many people every day do you want to show the product to? And remember, that's separate from reach outs. But how many people do you want to show the product to? Like, build trust with people, have conversations, and then show the product. How are they going to see it if they're talking to you? Are they going to see it on your arm? Are they going to see it in your feed? Are they going to hear it in your voice? That's one way of kind of semi-showing the product too. Okay, so we're 20 minutes in, so I don't want to keep talking. What I want to do right now is I'm going to have Courtney, and I didn't really tell you any of this, by
No,
the way.
you did
So
not.
and
She's putting me on the spot.
totally. But I just want her to talk about, well, we just talk about like what we've talked about it for the last few days, like how coming on a trip, I should show you, how coming on a trip opens your eyes, shows you that I think sometimes we sit at home when we're on Facebook and we're like, oh, I can't get anybody to do this, blah, blah, blah. Then you come someplace like Mexico and you see all these people and you're like, holy crap, they've done it. Who was the guy that somebody met the guy? He lived in a camper.
Yeah.
He had no place to live. So he lived in a camper. And then ta-da, he was in Mexico because he's doing all the things. So anyway, I'm going to let Courtney talk about, plus my arm hurts.
See, we need a break. Okay, so yes. Wow. Hold on, there's something on the screen. It was like right my eyeball.
It's probably
okay. So technically, guys, this is my first like Lavelle getaway. I actually earned the trip in 2018, but by the time that like I earned it and to register, like the resorts were full. So we didn't get to go into the Lavelle part of it, but we had actually planned a vacation anyway. So we just made this part of our vacation. So we did get to come to Cabo, but as far as experiencing it Lavelle style, this was the first time. And they do not disappoint at all. I mean, just the culture of this company blew me away. You know, I've said this a few times over this weekend. You see all these people on social media and people that you look up to and people that you see on Zooms and lives, and you're like, oh my gosh, they inspire me, they fire me up. But when you meet them in person, it's like a whole different situation. I personally got to meet Courtney Glazer, and it was insane, but she was so nice. So just to know that the people that we are on Zooms with and the people that we are working with every day are just normal people like us was so humbling. You know, you're going to have your people in every crowd, don't get me wrong, but the people that we connect with and that we learn from are just as real as we are. And I loved getting to see this side of people. The white party and, you know, them announcing the new product and hearing Jason Camper and Paul Gravett speak in person was insane. I mean, how many times do we hear them on calls and we see them when we do like these trainings and Zooms and stuff? It's one thing to like hear their voice, but when I heard their voice and saw them in person, and like it just gave me goosebumps like all over, you know, to know that they are so passionate about this company and that they care about us. Like they truly care about us, that they are putting in the work every single day to set us up for success. And it was very like present, you could see. And then Paul was even hanging around after the event, and Samantha got to meet him and talk to him and have a conversation, and Cassie and Edie got to or Edie and TJ got to go to Jason Camper's house because they earned the VIP getaway event, and said, you know, he was just so down to earth. They were so welcoming into their home. So I think the overall experience here is just to don't hold yourself back. And that if you weren't on this trip and you were sitting at home and you were like, man, I wish I was there. I wish, then start doing and doing and doing. Like the only difference between the people that were here and the people that were not, and I don't mean to come off rude when I say this, is, I mean, we put in the work. I know you guys were working. Obviously, everybody was working, but there's something that's holding you back from going all in. And you can go all in and you can do this and you guys deserve this. There was nothing like being with your people and laughing and hugging each other and talking business and inspiration and like all of the things. Like, yeah, we can do this at home. I know Sandra and I were talking. We live 45 minutes away from each other. And we had to come all the way to Cabo to see each other. But this was just different. It's definitely an eye-opening experience for me, even, that I earned it and I was here, but like the lifestyle that is possible with this business, I truly got to see that this weekend. And I want to keep living this lifestyle. I don't want to go back to, how things were before. I would have never, ever traveled to this place had it not been for this company. I've never left the country until, Lavelle was in my life. So there's so many things that are possible. You guys can do it. You just got to get your plan together, figure out your why and how you're going to make it happen. I know I personally am in the stage of regrowth, like rebuilding my team. So, it's painting this picture of possibility, like Tammy was saying, is showing the product, showing the lifestyle is what is going to attract people to us and what's going to help us grow. So, real quick. Yeah, I don't know how much time we have left. I was really
Okay.
attention to
Hopefully
that.
we have enough time. So I want to hit on Puerto Vallarta really quickly. And I'm just to be super honest. I hope Paul and Jason never see this video. When I first started as a promoter, it was a joke on one of like a family vacation that I was like, oh, I think I'll sell enough of this stuff to drive a car. What the heck? Ha ha ha, we'll drive a car. Well, lo and behold, I got a freaking car, right? And then we earned our first getaway. And I was like, you know what? If I do nothing but earn getaways forever, that's worth it. To leave home on someone else's dime and stay in the nicest of the nicest. Like, let me point out, okay, so we have left the Lavelle Hotel, the Hard Rock, and we have come to a different resort. We are not slumming it by any means, don't get me wrong. However, we're slumming it, like compared to what we just left.
Oh yeah.
This is beautiful, it's amazing and all that jazz, but it's not the Hard Rock because I think it was like $500 or $600 a night to stay at the Hard Rock. And a homie don't play that on her own penny, but she sure as heck did it on Paul and Jason's penny, right? And so and I enjoy traveling and seeing other places, and I think if any of you like enjoy that, you'll understand this. But take the trip. And if taking the trip means, which I am blown away at how ridiculously attainable the trip is. What was it? 2 free customers and $800 in upgrade orders
10
over 3 months. Now, granted, you have to hit 12K, but aren't we all trying to hit 12K anyway? Aren't we all trying to hit 40K and 80K and 200K for the rank bonuses on top of it? And for those of you that are like, well, I can't hit 12K because I won't get the rank bonus because I already hit it. Well, hit 12K anyway, get the auto bonus and start earning the trip. If you were to price a trip at the Hard Rock, flight, food, all that stuff, I don't know how many thousands of dollars that would have been.
Oh, more.
4 or 5
at least.
And we just got to do it, and they pick you up and they take you everywhere. And that, honestly, if that is the only thing you ever sell Thrive for ever again, is to help people feel good and you go on vacation, you will never regret any of it. Okay, Courtney's got that. So it's 2. Here's the thing, it always cracks me up too. You don't even have to be 12K all 3 months. Just 2. So if you're new and you're watching this and you're like, there is no way, I hit 12K in like 50 some days when I started. So yes, you could be brand new right now. You could hit 12K by March, and you could hit 12K again in April, and you could earn this trip. Not to mention you would get a rank advance bonus of $12,000. So good for you. So it's 2 new auto ship customers, $800 in upgrade orders, which is basically 2 $400 packs to new people. And then you have promoter auto ship orders and team customer auto ship orders. And there's only 10 required. So 10 promoters on your team, and that one accumulates. So like, let's say you had 4 people on your team doing auto ship, promoters doing auto ship this month, and 4 people do it next month. Well, there's 8. Like, that doesn't wipe itself clean. So you have, and my point is, it's not a lot to earn a trip. Like the dollar. So when I look at 2 new customers at a minimum of $100, so Lavelle's getting $200 out of you, out of customers, but they're sending you on about like $4,000 vacation. So I don't know how they do it. I don't know how their accountants do it. I have no idea, but that's what they do. And it's super, super fun. So you need to really focus on this. And those of you that are in the running for 40K and up, there ain't nothing quite like getting that $1,000 check to cover your airfare on top of all of the free stuff included. So put Puerto Vallarta on your vision board, put Puerto Vallarta on your screensaver, put it on your telephone, put it on your refrigerator, hang it in your bathroom. I don't care what you do. If you're on my team, on Dream Team, I put a bunch of pictures up of Puerto Vallarta from when we went 3 years ago with Lavelle. Hit Google and get pictures of Puerto Vallarta and just start picturing yourself in that spot on the beach, or some sweet little cabana boy bringing you a cocktail, and he's bringing you a burger if you want, and he's bringing you a taco if you want, and they're asking if you need anything, and did they bring anything to your room? I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, it's like living like a princess.
Wait on you, hand and foot.
Yes.
Hand and foot.
And so, yes, you're going to have to work to get here, but trust me, you're going to relax while you're here. And it's just, it's, I don't know. It's like, to me, it's life-changing when you get to visit a new place, especially a new country. I will tell you right now, to me, the best way you can tell yourself that you are dead freaking serious about this trip is to apply for your passport if you don't have it. I will also tell you, based on what's happened in the last few months for people trying to get to Cabo, apply for your passport today, because it's going to take some time to get it. And as far as like traveling out of the country and being concerned about illness, I will tell you that here, the hotels have paid for the testing. The hotels have done all the work to get you your information, to get you back on an airplane. Everyone is super safe. We don't have masks on right now because we're sitting down under a hut. But people are wearing masks unless you're like in the pool or sitting and eating. It's a lot like being back in Ohio. Lavelle actually sent us masks. Show me your little Lavelle mask. Can you see it?
This is LV
Lavelle.
there. Yeah.
LV. So we all got little LV. I told Caleb today I'm going to start working. Yes, start working for your passports. And honestly, when Tom and I got our passports to go on our honeymoon, I was surprised. I didn't know some of the answers. Like, they needed to know where my mom was born, and I don't know. So start on it now, because it's a process. And if you start now, you should not have to pay the extra to have it expedited, which it's very expensive, I think, to have it expedited. So that would be the first thing, is make the decision you want to go. And I will say this, and I've said this before, if you saw the dates and you're like, oh shoot, I can't go, we already have a wedding, okay, qualify anyway, show your team it can be done. I've qualified for things I couldn't go for before, but you still have to prove to people on your team, you want your team to work, you have to work. You have to show them that you can do it. And I know people like look at people who've been in the business for a long time, like, oh, of course you could do it. I promise you, the longer you're in this, the harder it is to do it. So do it, do it now. Show your team they can do it. Brand new people could literally be in Puerto Vallarta in June. If they could not even be promoters yet today, and they could still have the possibility to do it. So make the decision, put it on your vision board, apply for your passport if you don't already have it. And then I would also say connect with your upline or the closest upline that you're comfortable with, and say, I want to go. Can you help me? What do I need to do? And let somebody push you. Let somebody hold you accountable for doing your reach outs, showing the product to people, getting all those new customers and those new promoters. So I can't stress enough. I was so happy that they announced where our next trip was, because to me, a trip it's just the ultimate thing to work for. Yeah, it's the ultimate thing. And I will also tell you, humor, and again, they'll never see our video, Jason actually dropped the F-bomb on stage in front of all of us, talking about how excited and what kind of party we were going to have in Puerto Vallarta. So the man is pumped for the next trip, even more so apparently than the trip we were on. We all kind of died. It was hilarious, but awesome at the same time. So I will be, for those of you that are on my team, I will be back home Friday night. So I'm available now. Just obviously this Wi-Fi situation is a little iffy, but if you guys want a game plan, if you want to talk about it, if you want to lay this all out, I am totally up for it. I want you guys to be there. We had 16 total people on this trip. So 8 people plus their guests. And we were one of the bigger groups at this particular, which was mind-boggling. Now, granted, that had a lot to do with people canceling because of travel and all that stuff. But there's not a single person who took the chance on the trip that regretted it, myself included. I don't know. It's just take the trip. I'm gonna get
our husbands didn't regret it either.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Our husbands actually just wandered past us drinking a beer. I don't know where they're going, but anyway, they entertain each other, so that's nice. But take the trip. I'm gonna get a t-shirt. We should all have shirts that say that. Take the trip. And I'm not bragging, but if you're an upline and you take people on your trip, we were able this year to really show our team a fun time. We had a catamaran ride. We took everybody out on a boat. We had a blast. All the people that came here got t-shirts. We all have matching shirts. It's just so dang fun. Part of me wants you to be Okay, unfortunately, that's on film. Anyway, we should probably get off here now because I think we're about to get wet. We love you all. Power plan away. Make sure you have your auto ships ready. I know I'm dying. I thought we were getting shot. And then for my team, we'll be back on tomorrow night for our dream team Zoom. And Olivia, I may need you to kick in again tomorrow. I'm not sure if I can't get this Wi-Fi to work. I'm okay. You're the best. So I will somehow get the recording from Olivia and we'll get it up on the YouTube channel for everyone else. And then I know Courtney is dying, cracking up.
I can't breathe.
Look, okay, so see this little thing right here? It just shot up at us. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. Isn't that beautiful? Wouldn't you like to be there? It's a little cloudy right now because the sun's getting ready to set in about 30 minutes here, and it'll be pretty. So anywho, thanks for being on here. Thanks for dealing with our little bit of a cluster. I'm sorry we were late. Wi-Fi in Mexico is different.